Well, good morning fishy people, I'm Nosh from FishOn TV. It is Tuesday the 2nd of August and you will be joining me today with the Old Boys Fishing Club at Lindholme Lakes on the Loco pond. Well, what a different day this is to what we've had for a while. It's absolutely siling it down. It's supposed to clear it up a little bit later on, but your thoughts before you come here the day before to what my thoughts are now are completely different. I know they've been catching castor shallow, they've probably been catching pellet shallow as well, and waggler, but I still think, even with this rain, I still think waggler might work. It all depends, because there is a bit of a breeze. It's quite windy, to be honest with you. So my first initial thoughts, all depends what peg I get drawn and depends how strong the wind is, but my sort of initial thoughts are, you've got to think method, bomb and pellet, and get priming a few lines for it if it dries up. Margins, dead simple day. So bomb and method, pellet waggler, margins. I may have, depends on where I get drawn, may have a deck line on the pole. Like I said, I can't say where, it just depends where I get drawn to decide whether I'm going to do that or not. But I know bomb and pellet waggler on here, you can just fish those two all day and still have a great day on Loco. You can still catch some big weights at that. But we've not seen this kind of rain for a while, and it's needed it, to be honest with you. It really has needed it. So I'm waiting for all the boys to turn up. I'll probably nick and get a cup of tea, and we'll probably do the draw in the cafe, seeing as it's absolutely sunny, because last time they got drenched. So looking forward to today. I think there are 16 of it. Is it 15 or oh no, sorry, there's 15 of us now, because one of the guys sent me a message, he's got COVID. So you all right, Nige? Get better soon. So we'll get to the draw. We'll see where we get drawn, and let's hope we have a wonderful day's fishing. Right, we're drawing, ladies. Go on, now you get your hand dipped in there. Yes, go and get scales. Scales. I get it. 20. Ooh. That's good. You can draw. Oh, scales. Yeah. It's got you good at it, Joe. That's right. You are. Is it? What's I got, yeah? Scales. Best peg 17. 19. Top peg. Well done, Jimmy. Well done. 34. 300 knocked out off that last week.
How will we go?
You'll be knackered. 26. You'll be knackered.
I'm knackered now, so it makes the most.
3 for weekend, isn't it? Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
6. Yeah. Oh, margin.
I'm not very interested in Thursday. I don't.
38. Okay. John. No, peg 38. You face slightly to your right, you can't go left. Because otherwise you'll go over peg 40, remember that?
Oh, well done,
There's only no 17.
17. Great peg, best peg on later.
Where is it? That's best peg on later. Open our scales have gone when we got there. Should be like me at that. I'm picking one where I want to rate them.
26 Bob.
Is that any good?
26 Bob, 26, yeah, good area, yeah.
26, is it up that?
I don't know.
Down middle, Benny's behind it.
Is there no driving round?
Not sure actually.
44. Is that up top end or bottom?
Yeah, in the corner. So you can whip up to a car park easy enough.
I'm good down to the lane, can't I?
Just me and you, Tony?
Yeah.
Me drawing, folks. Choice of 2. Peg 40. Not a bad area, I don't think.
Alright, car park. Right.
Right, here I am, peg 40. I've just shouted time 5 minutes ago. Soz had just rung me. Give me some advice. Cheers, Soz. Peg 40, never fished it before. I've seen it produce some match wins. I know they've been catching the 300 odd pound caught up there. They've struggled a bit down here. I've not seen any results for 40. Sort of 15, 16, 17, 21 round there. They've been producing okay, and then a few weights in the margins down where Kev the pace man is. I think is it 3 to 9 or something like that. Right, plan of attack. Before I came here I was thinking shallow, but it's been absolutely siling it down. It's a warm wind. I have got the pellet waggler set up. I've got a bomb set up. I've got a long method to the middle if I want. I'm not really planning on using that, but I've got it if I want. And then a method to go over the top of that as well. And then a margin. My margin, if you look down here, nice margin down there. I've just got, I'm going to overwet some micros and fish worm or pellet, whichever I fancy doing. I quite like the sound of 2 big dendras. So it's going to be almost like a mush is the micros that I'm going to soften down. I don't want micros blowing everywhere, I just want it to be on the bottom and get them coming around and having a look. I've just fired some pellets out here. I would say the catapult goes, what, 25 metres? Something like that. That's going to be bomb and pellet line and waggler line. As you can see, strong wind across, clouds everywhere. Looks like there might be some more rain coming from back there. And then one into the middle where there's like an island drop off. Sorry, it shallows up a right little bit into where the island is. So I'm right on the edge of the island. If I go left, you can tell it's shallower, but just in front of me there, I've probably got about, I don't know, I'm guessing it looks about 5-6 foot of water. It doesn't take long for a bomb to sink, put it that way. So I've got that option. That's the plan of attack. Bait wise, I've got some more packets. I've just put some fishery 6mm, fishery 8mm, fishery micros there for the method. A few wafters, bit of bag and baits, smelly, I forgot what they call it now, spray, smelly pellets as they call them. So that's simple enough. Let me get fishing, because I'm not going to catch no talking to you guys, and I'll join you in about an hour into match. Because if you remember, those microphone batteries, they only last about 5.25 hours, so 3/4 of an hour. So alright, 50 minutes in, I lost one, but it felt foul hooked. Then before I cast it, I reeled it in. I thought I'd snag myself. I actually hooked a dead fish on the bottom perfectly in the top lip. I just don't like it. Oh, it snags there. Get out of there. Oh, bloody snag there. You can hear it, folks. The snag. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what it is. And then I've lost another one. That come halfway into the hook, pulled out. And then I've hooked into another one, and it was about £15, 14, £15. Massive, could hardly lift it up. And I've just had that one. Now Barry's had a few as well. And all I'm doing at the minute, the wind is really, really strong. I'm firing sort of 10 or 15 pellets twice, and then I'm casting just beyond them and pulling it into them. I've got a QM1 size 12, and I'm using 8mm pellets. As you can see there, perfect. So, what we're doing now, get that ready. 10 to 15 pellets. Jim's my marker. Some are blowing to the left slightly. I'm not too worried about that. I'm trying to get them as accurate as I can. It's difficult in this wind. That's better. That's about perfect. And then I'm casting over them. I've got quite a lot of pellet oil on, and I can just see where they've landed. That's just beyond. Just pull them into it. And the reason I do that, there's fish out there, so I think pellet waggler, they've just had a little knock there. And that fish came just as I was tightening it up like that. The tip just went round. I've got quite a big bend in my tip, so hopefully it'll act like a bolt rig effect. And you can't miss the bites, they're just straight round. But yeah, the fish, it's a big F1, it looks like a 5-6 pound F1 that. So I just put it over there, it was stiff as a bar. I couldn't believe it, perfectly hooked in top lip. I've never seen it like it. So we'll put that another 2 pounder. So I've got 16 pound on my clicker. And the other fish that I lost, the other two, felt heavy fish, bigger than that one. You don't need many of those to get £100 today, so pellet waggler's got to work today. There's fish topping. It's just going to be difficult to present it right with this wind being so strong, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to persevere with it, and I've got a little method. I've got some 6mm pellets here. I've just got a little marker. So it's like an underarm chuck to there. I've got a big liner there. And I'm just finding like 20, 30 lots of pellets twice there. And I can have a little underarm chuck to there, either with the bomb or the method that I've got set up. So we're hoping for a few more fish than that, to be honest with you. It's a shame I didn't land those other two. Bites are not coming up, timer. I'm only leaving it in 3 minutes. Then I'm recasting. So I've constantly got pellets going through. Well, while I'm fishing it like this, I don't want to be firing 4 and 5 pellets. So while I'm on the bottom, I want the pellets to get to the bottom, and I want the fish to go to the bottom at the minute. I don't think I'm going to leave it too much longer, and I'll probably start soon firing half a dozen pellets 2 or 3 times. Bring them up and have a go at waggler, but we'll just see how this wind goes. And I'm not sure whether Nigel's trying waggler or not out there, but yeah, he is. It's got to be difficult in this wind. It's not. You're going to have a big bow in your line. So I've got an 8 gram waggler. Is it 8? I'm sure it was 8. 6 actually. I'll get an 8 out, just so I can sort of tighten the line up a little bit quicker and see if I can get a bit of presentation. Because otherwise your float's just going to be moving. It's not natural enough. So, and I'm not too far out. See, that was a little tap. I think I've been done there. I'm going to move that, and I'm going to leave it as tight as I can. So with having the bending, it looks ridiculous, because I know most people like it's sensitive, but that's fine when you're bream fishing. But when you're fishing like this, it don't make no difference, it just goes. So I'm hoping that the bend will create the self-hooking. There we go. You can't miss that. That definitely hooked itself. Gave it a little tweak like bream fishing, except we end up with get lumps. And I'm really high up here, and it's worrying me about trying to lift the fish up. It's got to be about 3, well, I'm 1, 2, it's got to be at least 3.5 foot away. It's 4 foot when it's at an angle. Ooh, that's going. Feels like a nice fish. When it's on form, it's great fishing on Loco. Waggler and bomb fishing, it's second to none. The cast are shallow here as well. A lot of F1s, good F1s as well, big F1s. I'm not bothered about refeeding while I've got this on. There's plenty of pellets out there to keep them occupied. If I were waggler fishing, I probably would. Certainly be weighing my fish for the biggest fish of the season. I think it's about 14 pound is the biggest, and I'm sure it's got to be that, maybe more. Like, don't know, it's hard to tell because I am rubbish at guessing weights of fish. And it's another beauty. I don't think it's quite as big as the last one. I'll just come off its fin. That is another beauty. Oh, he's got to be 10 pound at least. The other one's a lot bigger than that. There we go, folks. I'm not holding him up, but yeah, he's a big fish. I had another one, a smaller one on bomb. I started to see one or two showing where I'd oh, there's a snag under there. I don't want it going in there. So you can get him up. I've gone to pellet waggler and I had a bite, missed that, and it was literally a tiny little dink on the float. And I've got a 10 gram and it's just about holding its position. God, you can just see that snag there, it's right in the edge there. It's heading towards it. I don't know what it is. It's on top of it there. Good grief. Good grief, Penfold. Yeah, so we've got one there about £6-ish. Just in the top lip. I did fire some pellets out while I had it on. I'll put that one in there. So I'll put another £7 on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got £33 for an hour and 40 minutes in. It's tough conditions, this wind. So I'll get back out. Oh, that's just moved. At about 3 foot deep at the minute. I'll get a few more pellets out there, and it's difficult to get these pellets accurate now because it's really got up this wind. I've cut it down. There's like between 4 and 8 pellets twice. You can see it's blowing an absolute coolie now. Oh, you tend to want to throw it right and it goes too much to the right. It's weird. It's a heavy float, so I've just got to get used to trying to cast it straight at Jim. That's a bit better. Further than I want it. Cast a few pellets again. Pull that in towards them. Tend to leave it a little bit longer. You can get a bite by just having it suspended. Yeah, a little twitch. Oh, that's lying about too much there. I'll leave that there. I always leave the float just in front because now and again you can pick a fish up where you've left the float. It's happened numerous times, so don't forget that one, folks. We'll try again. That's better. It's not holding too bad. The float holds, it's just the line bows quite a bit. So you're constantly having to twitch it. So I fired those just short of it and pull it into them. As you can see, the line's here now. So I'm striking that way to try and get as direct as I can to it. So it's typical. Little dink there, missed it. They're usually F1s that you get the little dinks off, but the last carp suggests not always. Usually get one on the plop as well. A little twitch. There we go. That's not an F1, I don't think. I don't know how anybody else is doing them. I don't really take that much notice. Well, it might be an F1 actually, it don't feel as big now. I know Barry's had a few, Jack's had a few, and I don't know how Paceman's doing. Where's Jeff? Oh, Mr. Incredible, he's over there, Ringer's in corner. Who's that? Oh, you bloody thing. Just pulled out. Unlucky, nobody likes to see that, does there? Nobody. Well, I have hooked into 3 more, but they've bumped, all 3's bumped off. Don't know why, because everything looks right. It's just what's happened. I managed to hook this one, took it on the plop. Pretty much instant, as soon as it hit it, line straightened up, fish on. The ones I've lost, have been proper bloody carp, which is typical. I just rechecked everything, hook's fine, setup's fine, so I don't know. Barry's keeps getting one or two. Notice Nigel, he'll be on pellet waggler on the other side. He's had one or two. Oh, keep doing that, don't I? So I'll have another couple of pounds. I've not really improved too much over the last sort of half hour. I've had the fish on. I feel like I should be about another 20 or 30 pound up. Oh well, not 20 folks, nobody likes to see that, does a losing fish? I've had a couple more F1s. That's what I seem to be catching at the minute, and the bites are really tricky. Delicate little touches. One of the F1s were about four or 5 pound. A good size F1. This is about 3 pound. And as you can see there, the hooks just pop out these F1s. I'm just wondering if it's been decent F1s that I've been losing. So they're just finicky little feeders, so it might be that. There you go, sunshine, get in there. So here's another 3 pounds. So I'm up to about 43 pound now. Get a few pellets out there. I've absolutely no idea how everybody else is getting on. I can't tell. Ringer's catching, peg 21. I couldn't tell you. I know he's been fishing in his margin. He does that, does Ringer. It's something that's ignored a bit. You can actually catch fish in your margin quite early on, and he does it regular, and he does it with some success as well. I'll get this out there, feather it down, see if it'll go straight away. That's beyond my pellets. Duck's having a little look to see if it's a strawberry or something. No duck, it's a float. So we'll get some pellets out there now, and we'll pull it into the pellets. Right. Keep losing them on Waggler, and I've noticed when I'm landing the F1s, the hook's just dropping out. So I've just changed the hook length. I've gone from a QM 112 to a KKMB 14. Smaller up. We'll see if I take it with a bit more confidence, and it's actually the first cast I've had with it, and it's gone straight away, and this feels like a better fish actually. Let's just hope it stays on, because I've lost about 5 on bounce. And it wasn't just that up, because I've got a QM 1 size 12 on the bomb as well, and I've lost a couple on that one as well. I'm not saying it's the hooks. Oh my god, you see like that? What's going off there? What is going off? Just one of those days. I haven't had a day like... the bloody band's come off as well. I haven't had a day losing so many fish for ages. Well, everybody loses fish, but we'll try again, folks. I must have lost 50 pound of fish today. Unbelievable. It's every time I've gone to this side, it's gone on to the left, it's pulled out. All I can think is that they just must be right on the edge at lip. And to be fair, quite a few of them have been when I've got them in, just being on top lip. Let's see if we can get this in without losing it. Jeff Vars is doing really well. He's a long way down there. Get away from that bloody snag. There it is. Oh, they just head, there's like some pieces of wood and concrete or something down there, they just head for it every single time. Yeah, right in the edge of the lip. I mean, that won't going to come out because it's like double deuced itself. It's like double upped itself. They'll not waggle. I keep changing wagglers. Oops. Wind blowing it. Crikey. This will probably take me up to about £60 or so. Well, this I think is a carp on the waggler. I hope it is anyway. Certainly feels better. Where are you going, sunshine? Get out of there. Get on, Bennett. Can't even see, it's covered in mud and reeds and... This is my luck, isn't it? Come on, get out of there. God, Bennett, get out. Get out, you fish. He loves it in there. He won't come out. I know where to go, and I know he's going to go for this time. He's going to go for that snag now. Couldn't get my net to it because I couldn't see him without reeds around it. Yeah, he's probably a scrap up. It's not the biggest, not as big as the others I had, but he's certainly flexing his muscles, folks. He's heading for him again. Go away. Yes, he's going straight for him again. Oh, it's bigger than I thought, actually. God, Bennett, he knows where all the snags are. He's a wise old thing. Yes. Well, we got him, folks. We got him this time. Get in. He's got to be a good £8-9. Right, there's just over an hour to go. Jeff's still catching. And I've not tried my margin yet because I do keep getting bites on this. Get away from that bloody snag, it's like a tree or... I just cannot get it away from it. It's in, it's in. It's gone. Just, guys, nothing you can do. I have to check my line off that because that went under it. If you've three in, no, if you've got three in, no limit. You've got to share it. Otherwise it's 50. But he must have more than 50 then, or around about 50. Another £3 or £4, I'll give that one. Right. Talking of sharing nets, I'm up to about just short of 80. Right, I've not had a chance to go in my margin because I keep getting FishOn waggler, so there are a lot more positive bites than there were this morning. I think it's another carp. Jeff's got 3 nets in, so I know everybody's been saying he's doing really well, is Jeff, and I know he'll be on bomb and pellet. Wind's blowing in over there for him, so he could be on a shed load, you just never know, folks. He's a mighty fisherman, is that, Jeff? He knows how to catch them. Paste and bomb. See him all over. Isn't it, Jeff? He's fishing for £2 against Ringer. I think he's hammering Ringer actually this year. Come on, get out. Nobody likes to see that. Come on. He's not wanting to get his head up, folks, is he? No, 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 no. Oh, that's buggered it. That is out. Get out of there. Nothing you can do. You just can't force him out of there. Benny's going into my nets and everything now. I'm giving him some right jib, folks, and he's just doing whatever he wants. Just don't want to get his head up, does he? Get away. Ooh, it's harder than working this. I've not seen him yet. I know I keep seeing the splashes. God, get away from there for God's sake. They were stuck on that piece of wood down there. He's got to be. Is the hook's out, is it? No, the hook snapped on the piece of wood down there. And luckily, I've just got my net under him. It's got to be a good £10 plus. I reckon he's about 12 or 13. Goodness gracious. There we go. Still not gone into the margin. As the float keeps going under. That's a lovely F1 that. That's a lovely one. That's got to be £5 F1 that. Oh, and that's why I keep bumping it. That was right on the edge of the lip, hanging on by its skin. I've still not gone in edge. I don't see a point when I'm catching. I wish I was catching like this earlier on pellet waggler. They just seem to be more confident. I don't know whether it's having a slightly smaller hook on or what, I don't know, or they've just turned up. I think it's another good size F1. They just love it down there in that left hand corner, don't they? God, better get out of there for God's sake. right scrap up him. Let's get this, another 4-pounder. Fisher people! Right, we're all wading. 27 degrees and it's been blowing an absolute hoolie as well. I didn't realise it was that long. I thought I've got a sweater on when I packed up. Right, we're all wading. Peg 40. Don't know what kind of form it's been in. Had a really bad crosswind to start with, and now it's blowing into this bank here a little bit, crossing into this bank. I think I mentioned it earlier. With it being as windy as what it was, I've not fished shallow on pole, which I dare say in that area, from what I've seen, there's a lot of F1s around there, and I reckon we could have had a few F1s that side at lake for sure. No way I was setting that up. I just set a margin rig up on pole, which I never used. Baited it up, prepped it, but as you saw, I started catching quite a few on the waggler. Now I've lost bloody boatload of fish, and I don't think it's anything to do with the hooks. A lot of the fish, when I've got them in, have been right on the edge of the lip, and they are the bigger F1s, bigger stamp F1s, and they're up to like 6-7 pound here. There's some big F1s here. I've never seen F1s like it, massive F1s. So I think that's all it was. I changed the hook lengths a few times, but when I changed to a smaller hook, I did get one or two, but it really did come on. So my main aim was bomb and pellet, and I had a few on bomb, but not like I expected it to be. And I persevered with it for about an hour and 15 minutes, firing pellets out, and the last sort of 15 minutes I cut the amount of pellets down to sort of half a dozen, 2 or 3 times every sort of 30 seconds a minute. I wanted to bring them up and have a go at waggler. Started off with a 10-gram waggler because that wind was strong. I managed to get away with an 8-gram in the end. Not the solid waggler, the tube waggler, I forgot what they call them now. My brain's not functioning. And that ended up being the best waggler. And I've had quite a few fish in the end. And I've had a really enjoyable day. Apart from losing, I think I've lost at least a dozen, at least. There's not a lot you can do about that. Talking to other guys, there's a fair few of them lost quite a lot of fish as well. Nigel's lost a load of fish. And there's a snag where I am in the side. It's like a log, or I don't know what it is, but I've lost a few hook lengths on that. 15 and 17, there's a snag there at about 5-6 metres out, and Jeff and Nigel getting caught on it all the time. Right, Jeff and Nigel's fished pellet waggler all day. Jeff has only fished bomb all day. He loves bomb, and he's crafty enough to know not to change just because you like fishing in your margins. He's caught on bomb all day, and he's had a very good day. I couldn't get many bites on the bomb. I did initially, and they just dried up. Plenty of liners every time I fired pellets in liners, so I just thought these fish are up in water, and I fished waggler all day. So what have I ended up with? I've ended up with, well, we'll go through the results. Your first section from peg 44 with 66 pounds is Jack Vaux. So well done, Jack. What a mighty fisherman you are. Well done, pal. Your second section, Nigel Middleton on peg 17, fished pellet waggler all day, tried the bomb but didn't have any success on the bomb. He's come in with 116 pounds 8 ounces. In third place, coming in with a biggest fish caught on the bomb from peg 6, £16.11 big fish. Well done, Kev. He's come in with £121 6 ounces for 3rd place. So well done, Kev. What a mighty fisherman you are, son. Well done. In 2nd place, yours truly with £127 14 ounces. So what a mighty fisherman I am. Well done, me. Yeah. Idiot. Anyway. Yeah. £127.14. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think there were £200 to be had out of that peg today. I really do. I felt like there was. And in 1st place, just fishing bomb all day. He knows what he's doing, does my old mate Jeff. He's coming with £178 5 ounces all on the bomb, and he was still moaning because he kept losing fish. He says I had to put £15 line on a £9 bottom to drag him out. Fair play to your old lad. So Jeff Vos, you are this week's old boys mightiest fisherman, and I say it with great pride because he was ready to be packing in the beginning of the year. He was fed up with it, but he's on form. He's in the money nearly every week. He has been for the last few weeks, so great to see you on the bank again, Jeff. Really enjoyed yourself. Top notch, top stuff. Right, that's it from me and the old boys at Lindholme Lakes on Loco Lake. Excellent lake that. If you want to do some bomb fishing, pellet wagger fishing, dead straightforward fishing, get on here, you'll have a great day. If you pleasure fishing, you're going to do a damn sight better than we do. So get yourself down and have a go. Where am I? No, I've managed to get a Feeder King ticket for tomorrow. So I'll be visiting Watterlick Reservoir. It's been fishing alright, to be fair, of late. I didn't do too bad last time. We just missed out on my section, so I'm at Southfield Reservoir for a qualifier of the Feeder King. Yeah. And I'm going to see the Commonwealth Games on Sunday, the finals. So thanks for watching, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it today. Don't forget, it is absolutely free to subscribe. If you click the notification bell, you get all our videos as we upload them, and give a thumbs up. Come on, monkey. Yeah, would be very, very nice. So until tomorrow on the bank at Southfield Reservoir, take care, folks, and we shall see you pretty soon. And don't forget, fish on.